Hey, Nick, you know what I find mildly infuriating? People who leave shopping carts in parking spaces. Not only regular parking spaces, that's bad enough, but handicapped parking spaces.
That's more than mildly infuriating.
That is very infuriating. That is... you see, have you seen that shopping cart cop dude? The guy who, like, goes around and, like, when people don't put the carts back in, like, the little things, he, like, walks up and he puts, like, a sticker on their thing basically saying, I am an asshole, or some, I forget what it is, or what he puts on it.
Dude, if I ever catch someone leaving a shopping cart in a handicapped parking spot, like, I'm literally going to go right behind them, grab the cart, watch what car they go, and walk back to it, and I'm gonna fucking leave it right behind their car where they can't pull out of the parking space.
Yeah, shopping cart police. Cart narcs. Yeah. These guys right here, they're doing the Lord's work. And they piss off so many people by doing this. Because, because let's be honest, a lot of these people are just people who just think that their time's too important.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at this shit and I'm just like, you guys are jerks. You guys are absolute jerks for like not putting your carts back exactly where they should be. And
It's not that.
it's not. It'd take you 10 seconds to walk it over to the little carrier thing and put it in there. 10 seconds. The reason I say that is because when I was at Sam's earlier today, when I walked out, there was a shopping cart right in the middle of the handicap space. Right in the middle.
Yeah, I put back every cart that I've ever had, and I think collectively
Same.
I've probably only spent a total of like 4 minutes of my life putting back carts. It's not that big of a deal.
No, it isn't. And y'all need to grow up and just, like, get over it and just put your damn carts back. Well, outside of that being mildly infuriating, according to this here, there's even more mildly infuriating stuff. So let's check it out and let's see what kind of craziness they get into. Are you ready? Let's go.
We did not meet Gordon Ramsay as advertised by Pepe's for the grand opening. Oh.
Oh.
I mean, look, at very, very first glance from maybe a mile away, I'd be like, oh, yo, dude, it's Gordon Ramsay. But no way.
No,
dog.
it ain't.
Must be a fun impersonator, though. I'd be a little pissed. I put a bowl of soup.
Did you hear about that Lionel Messi impersonator who's being sued by all these women in, I forget which country it is, but he's being sued by all these women because he was pretending to be Messi and he slept with all of them. And they all came together and were just like, this guy's an asshole, we're gonna sue him. It's like, I mean, the guy's an asshole for doing it, yes, but y'all should be smarter than that. Y'all should be smarter than that shit.
Stop giving it up to people just based on who they are.
Exactly.
Just based on them being a celebrity or whatever.
Yeah. Like just have some decency. Have some standards, man. It's not that hard.
Soup on my notebook, and the heat erased a chunk of my notes. Holy crap,
Oh.
They're just gone. Now that's a neat magic trick. I guess that right there is a lesson for the future. Don't trust heat with your notes. Where my GPS indicates the train station is supposed to be. All right, well, what app is it, though? Are you using an actual dedicated, like, GPS device? Are you using Google Maps, Apple Maps, Waze, as if that's really any different? Which one are you using here? Here's what a
If you're in the
large
United
fries look
States,
like.
there's a good friggin' chance that most of the train stations it's gonna point you to don't exist anymore.
Sad but true.
At my McDonald's in 2024. Where? No, I'm not kidding. Where? Because outside of the U.S., I'd believe it. This makes sense. You know, I totally get it. But inside the U.S., huh? I have never seen McDonald's do a large fry here. Even once they got rid of the supersize, the large was always pretty decent. What the hell is that? Stolen hoodie. Dude, I would love that sweatshirt back, like we discussed years ago. Oh, right. I got you. Did she got you?
No.
Dude, I would love my sweatshirt back, actually. My sister plucked out her knee hairs because they're too hard to shave and left them on my desk.
That's fucking rude. And gross.
Here's what I would do. I would literally get pieces of tape, just get them off my desk, and then I would go to her phone or her laptop, and I would just
tape it over the screen.
And I would leave a sticky note and just be like, "You forgot these on my desk."
Too hard to shave? How so? Just because they're on the knee? I would be dragging your ass back into my office by your ear to clean your bodily hair. Clean that up first and foremost.
Yeah.
And put your damn tweezers away? The washer and dryer in my apartment. Doing laundry is even more infuriating than it looks.
Oh.
That's fucking lame.
See, there's part of me, this is why I'm glad, well, okay, a stackable here would be perfect.
Yeah.
But
otherwise, I know it's an apartment and you have to pay rent, but I would get too mad and I would probably take a sledgehammer to the freaking door frame there.
Yeah.
It's like, if that's supposed to be the area for the washer and dryer.
I'm sorry, but no.
I mean, your other option is basically fucking switch them. But I don't know if the pipes would reach or not.
Yeah.
Oh, dumb. You could tell they got him in there, realized what happened, and went, well, there's nothing we can do. I'm not going to take them back out. People are just going to have to suck it up. Guy wafting his dirty sandal throughout the plane. Wow. Before I get a little too mad, I'm going to move on, because that's disgusting. Why not put it the right way? Oh, oops. Well, maybe the door...
Yeah, that's no.
Was, for whatever reason, once on the other side, you know?
Yeah.
Not like that particular door panel. You get what I mean. Maybe this was correct at one point in the past. I don't think you guys realize how old some school buildings really still are. Like,
Yeah.
really, really old. This bag that an Iceland Airlines employee was adamant was too big after it required a slight nudge to drop fully in the tester. Yeah, I really don't like these fucking bag testing things. Sorry, I'm cursing already. I shouldn't be doing that. It's too early in my day, too early in yours, most likely, so that's my bad. I really, really do hate this, though. Now that they force everybody to take longer because they want to size your bags, I understand to a certain extent, you know, it's getting harder to balance planes out, so on and so forth, but god damn it, I really, really hate, like, with Frontier, they're a big, big issue, or rather the main issue that I've been seeing with them is that even if it does fit, sometimes they'll go, no, you need to pay for it or throw your bag away. We're not going to let you through. A bathroom with bed for rent in Canada. Private room available for a girl on monthly basis. Rent included all utilities, available from October 1st. First and last rent required. Wow. Look, I know that crap is also pretty bad in Canada as far as like housing is concerned, because good lord, why is a closet $37 million on the for sale market? But really? 550 Canadian dollars a month or any amount of money for that, and you've just put a bed in the bathroom? This is just a bathroom. That's fucking crazy. Sorry, I'm doing it again. I'm cursing again. I'm really gonna try. I'm gonna try, but we're doing infuriating subs, right? So
Yeah.
of course I'm gonna get a little pissy sometimes. I mean, that's just my nature. That's what I do. Especially when I see this, because wow, AppleCare claims it
Thing is,
replaces.
they'd be charging you like $900 a month for that in America.
Oh yeah.
Batteries when capacity dips below 80%. My phone has been at 82% for 4 years, despite noticeable capacity drop. Oh, I see what they're doing. That doesn't completely surprise me.
No.
It's Apple. It really is. That's just what they do. I will say they are starting to step in the right direction after all these long years of being told they need to in terms of repairability. It's looking like the iPhone 16 set is going to be the most repairable that there has ever been, except for maybe in the beginning. I don't know how easy it was to repair those early iPhones. Not to try and give them brownie points for being heads, because we know what's going on here for sure. This anti-homeless bench that you can't even sit down on. Wow, that's next level pathetic. That truly Truly
That's sad,
is.
dude.
Wow. You hate homeless people so much, you have to completely destroy any sense of being able to exist in the public. Because if you're loitering or just hanging out or whatever, I mean, look, they invented a goddamn word for it, okay? Loitering. We had to invent some word that makes it seem like just being somewhere for more than 5 minutes is a crime. It's absolutely abhorrent, and whew, love it. There's just nowhere to sit ever, because sitting down means you're homeless and bad? Am I misremembering, or did these used to be way bigger? Those? Like
Yeah.
the oh god, what are they called? Firecrackers?
Rocket Pops.
Yeah, the popsicle. I don't know. Looks like you're a grown man, though, with a big hand. Have you had one in the last, like, 20 years? Like, are you thinking of maybe a memory back when you were a kid and they were huge? Shrinkflation is absolutely real, though, if that's what you're referring to. If you're referring to the hand, I don't really know what to tell you there. I mean, cyclists riding on road next to bike lane. Yeah, and that's an awesome bike lane, too. That is an awesome bike lane.
That's a full bike lane.
I'm not kidding when I say I've never seen one that wide before. That's awesome. And damn it. Look, there's nothing wrong with a cyclist being in the road when they have to, of course. I, as someone who does ride my bike around,
when there's a bike lane,
rather
like, what's
die.
your fucking problem with being in the bike
Especially
lane?
a bike lane that big. That's you could ride all 4 of these bikes here side by side and you'd still have room.
Then ride in the street with cars, but I kind of have to a lot. But if this was here, oh my god, what is your problem? Get in the lane designated for you. You're not going 45 miles an hour on those bikes, and that lane is there to keep you safe, or to at least help keep you safe. So get this out of the way. Capsule camera has been stuck in my intestines for 65 days so far. They just left one behind, huh? Or it was left there by the vaccine. See, that's what they didn't want to tell you. They put capsules in your body that had cameras in them. Upon getting home, Kat immediately claws holes in a brand new $50 yoga mat.
Welcome to having a cat.
Yeah. Juno did that whenever Mom and I bought yoga mats for her basement. Like, we sat them down for, like, couldn't have been 30 seconds. Juno was already, like...
I'm imagining that this is something that your cat has done
dolls.
before,
Yes,
and
it
you just
is.
left that out? You left them unsupervised? I'm sorry, but that one's on you. I'm going to blame you for that one. Doink! Could have had a V8. Could have had a V8, dog. Got an email from my apartment complex, and really? Just leave the kids alone. Subject, Sidewalk Chalk. Oh, cool, here we go. Attention, residents. Recently, we have been seeing an increase with the use of sidewalk chalk throughout the community. We wanted to take some time to address everyone and let them know that the use of sidewalk chalk is prohibited. Please refrain from drawing on any of the exterior surfaces. We appreciate your help in this matter. Well, I think any of the residents with kids and people that would be normal like myself would probably respond with, go f yourself. Straight up.
That's exactly what I was
really hope
thinking,
that
is
this
I would
caused a-
actually go to the store, despite not having a kid, buy sidewalk chalk, go out front of the apartment and write "Go fuck yourself" on the sidewalk.
Yeah. It's like the homeowners. It's like a homeowners association, dude, coming after you because of it's like you hang a sign up outside your house, basically saying like, oh yeah, like your kid's having a birthday party. All of a sudden, the HOA president comes like, what's that? Is that graffiti? Are you putting graffiti on the outside of your house? It's a sign. I'm letting people know. It's like, where are they all going to park at? It's like, on the street. It's a public street. It's like, that's going to be a $40 fine per car that comes in here. I'm just telling you. And then when you don't pay the fine, they'll put a lien against you until you do pay. It's like, man, I hate homeowners associations with a passion. I'm glad our neighborhood doesn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
I am super glad.
If they ever try to start one, we should tell them to go fuck themselves.
It's like, oh, y'all can have your homeowners association, but I'm not in it. And you can't force me to be in it. Because that's the thing. You have to agree to it in order to be a part of it.
A huge uptick in people using sidewalk chalk, you heartless losers. I let my colleague borrow my laptop charger for a meeting. This is how he returned it.
I would immediately go back to him, and I would set that down there, and I'll just be like, $20, please.
Yep.
$20 right now. Like, what about it? It's like, you broke my chargers. Like, bros like that when I get... No, it wasn't. Don't be an asshole. $20, please.
He'd be buying me a new one. You don't return crap like that to somebody. You don't do it like that. You go, shoot, man, I broke it. I'll get you a new one. For a meeting? What did they do? What was the meeting about? The future of trampolines? Tell me your sins, but tell me quickly. Confession today, Saturday, will be until exactly 5:30 p.m. There is only one priest available for confession today. Make your confession direct to the point and confess only your sins and offenses. No need to explain why you did it. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Look, just tell me what you did, do your Hail Marys, get the hell out of my sight. I have got a game to watch. I do really wonder what it is they're needing to do. I know there's only one priest, and he shouldn't, or she shouldn't, be sitting there for 12 hours while everybody gets stuff done. But I do wonder, is there like, something really good on TV? We got to be out of here exactly on the dot. The manager would throw away cookies every Saturday instead of giving them to the employees. That's awesome. I can't wait to live in a country, state, city, whatever world where throwing good food away at the end of the day.
Also, I mean, I don't really blame that priest, by the way, because that sign's probably up due to 1 to 2 people from the congregation. And it's probably old ladies that were like, well, my husband made me mad yesterday because I told him he needed to go out to Lowe's and get something to fix the door in the kitchen. Exactly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's who that sign's for. Like, I kind of get it. Like,
oh, Mary Agnes. It's just... Mary Agnes, it's Susan. Sorry, Susan. 4 Hail Marys, and that's all. Go, get out, please.
Otherwise is a crime. It should be illegal. And I'm not even thinking just like for the employees' sake, for humanity's sake as a whole. Like when, say, Safeway throws all their baked goods away at the end of the day that they didn't sell because they're not supposed to keep them past a certain couple of days, certain time frame. It should be illegal.
Here's my thing about it. Why doesn't the government just incentivize these companies to feed the homeless? That's what you should do. That's what here's the thing. If I were to become president, one of the number one things that I would do is I would talk to these companies and I would be like, oh yeah, here's an incentive for you to actually not throw your shit away, and instead, how about you pay an employee to drive this down to a homeless shelter, and thus the homeless shelters will almost always have food. And whatever it is that you all give to the homeless shelter, that is a 100% tax write-off. Boom. Right there. That's it.
If I'm ever in a position where I get hired for a job and they're like, yeah, so at the end of the night we take all this food and we throw it away, I'm going to be like, okay. And at the end of the night, I'm going to make peace with not keeping that job because I'm going to put all that food, as much of it as I can fit, in my own fucking car and drive it down to the homeless shelter nearby.
Yeah, drive it down to the Salvation Army. Or heck...
And then, of course, the greedy-ass corporation is going to call the next day and be like, we got this guy on camera taking all this food that was supposed to be thrown away. And I'm going to be like, I took it to the homeless shelter. And they're going to be like, you can't do that. And I'll be like, I fucking did.
It's like...
And they're going to fire me. I'm going to be
it's like, well, you can't... It's like, you can't do that. I just did. It's like, well, I was going to say, like, you're going to... It's like...
Because guess what?
Do you want it
when
back?
you fire me for doing that, I'm going to tell everybody about it. And nobody's going to be happy about that.
Nobody. Oh, boy.
Everywhere. And I know it's not illegal everywhere yet. My wife, when she cooks, it 100% mildly annoys me. Maybe I'm the bad guy. I don't know. Oh man, I see where you're coming from. I do. I do get it. However, it's really not that big a deal.
No,
it's just not. It's not. Don't worry about it. I don't want to have to like hoist my stupid self all the way to the back. Look how much farther away it is to the smaller burners, dude. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I do appreciate burners nowadays, though. It looks like this one might actually have the ability where there's the smaller element.
I mean,
and
especially
then
for shorter people.
Yeah. Well, this does have like the smaller element in the middle. Ours does. Ours has like the mini element in the middle,
Which one thing about that, usually when they have that, you can turn the switch so that you don't have the outside turned on.
Yeah.
So it looks like that's not the case there. They've turned the switch too far.
Element around it, and you can choose if you want both of them on or just the center one on. I mean, it looks like she's got them both on either way.
Yeah.
It just becomes muscle memory. Turn that crap on and get to cooking. So apparently these aren't swim diapers. Okay. Smurf-tastic training pants with our softest cotton enhanced cover. Okay, cool, gotcha. They're not? They're not. Oh, that's cool. That's very nice branding there. That's not going to confuse the hell out of anyone at all. I'm in a wheelchair, and this is the only elevator. Are you serious? Wow.
That's evil.
Oh, that almost completely defeats the purpose of an elevator. I know for your average person, whatever, it's a few steps, but isn't that kind of stupid? Requiring somebody to use any amount of steps to get up to a box that can go to any level in the structure? Well, that's fucking lame. I'm sorry I keep doing it. I apologize. It's just, I get a little upset and those words just come out of me, man. Grammatical error in...
It absolutely should have a ramp instead of stairs if that's gonna be the case.
Agreed.
That is absurd.
Netflix subtitles. If you had a phone, could have looked up the fastest way. What the hell? That's a big grammatical error too. If you had a phone, could have looked up the fastest way. I feel like there's also words just straight up missing. And could have? Why do fake pockets even exist? I don't know. Maybe it's just, it helps the actual style come together of whatever the hell it is, but I do think fake pockets are super nonsensical. I get that they might be a part of, well, it doesn't look right without pockets. I get it. So what you do in that instance is give it a pocket. A real one, please. My father always dumps the expired food in the toilet instead of throwing it into the trash. Well, that's
not good.
What the fuck?
That's not good, dude. Why? Dude, that is going to cause so much problems for your plumbing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay. For instance, there's these dudes that do like septic tank cleanings, and you remember when they said when back in the day when it was like, oh, flushable wipes. Yeah, use flushable wipes. It'll work. Turns out no. Those flushable wipes don't go anywhere. They stay in your septic tank. So anyone out there who's ever had like flushable wipes, just know this: your septic tank is filled with crusty turd biscuit infested fucking like doo-doo wipes that haven't gone anywhere.
Well, your septic tank is also filled with turds that so.
Well, no, that's the thing though. Your septic tank does have an outlet thing, but the outlet usually gets clogged up by those wipes, and it makes it even worse because it gets filled with water. It gets filled with liquid.
What do you mean? No, they don't have an outlet.
Ours does. Ours has an outlet for that. Basically drains out like the like liquid.
But they're still full on poo.
Yeah, the poo stays in there, but the piss goes.
So you have to get a septic tank like emptied every once in a while.
Well, yeah, and that's how ours was when we moved in here. Although the reason why we had to have ours empty is because the pipes were literally like crusted up really bad, and just like. Once that got cleared, they basically said, yeah, your tank was about halfway full, so we went ahead and emptied it. But basically there was a thing of sludge in your all's pipes that was like about this big around, like a football, but like about that long. They said that's why our drains were like backing up so bad.
Really?
Remember when we first moved in and that started happening? Yeah.
Weird. I don't see the point in doing that, especially if you guys live in the U.S. and so many homes have a garbage disposal already, which is doing a similar thing.
I wish ours
did.
The
exact same thing. Anyway, stupid grindy machine in the drain. But yeah, I don't understand this at all. Just put it in the damn trash. What are you doing? This email my boss received from his friend, another restaurant owner, who dined with us the other night. Hey, hope all is well, my friend. I went to your spot yesterday and the food was amazing as always. Looks like you got a great staff in place. Service was perfect and wine suggestion was on point. I was sitting next to the bar and did notice a cook on the phone with earbuds having a conversation. I know how it is, bro. No worries. I put a no phone policy in my restaurant unless it's emergencies. See you on Wednesday at the conference. Okay, interesting. I love that. Why don't you grow a pair of balls? And instead of trying to, like, hide you telling me what to do and how to run my restaurant in a like a weird, nice beat around the bush, pussyfooting kind of way, why don't you just tell me that I should?
This is one of the most passive aggressive, like, it's like, hey, just wanted to say everything was great at your place, but your cook is on the phone with earbuds, so yeah, that's not good. So anyway, we have a policy that doesn't allow phones, so yeah, our establishment's better. Anyway, see you on Wednesday.
Should not let my employees use the phone. And I don't know if he's got what did you call them? You said AirBuds. Okay, AirBuds, great movie series, not AirPods or whatever, or earbuds, which are two different things.
The first one was good.
Yeah.
It seems like he's able to do his job just fine, so shut up and mind your own damn business, because you do have your own damn business. All of these individually wrapped dog treats at my local pet store are filled with maggots. I really hope you let them know. God. Seriously, I hope you grabbed all of them, went up to the front counter, set them down, not thrown them down, don't be that dramatic, but set them down and went, hey, you're selling rotting stuff. You might want to take a look at every bit of your stock, because how did the maggots get in there? Did they ship this way? Or are the maggots teleporting in there? They removed all the benches from the neighborhood playgrounds. Yup, in an effort to completely screw over homeless people and make their lives even worse, they're making everyone's existences worse. Because you don't need to sit down at a place that's literally designed for people to sit or down, play or stand around. No, that's stupid. You should have brought your own, dude. Neighbor's contractor put a porta-john on our property in our herb garden. Wow, that's a really cool place to put a bucket of shit. The Bring Your Own Potato Bar, hosted by my school for teacher appreciation. Bring your own potato bar. What? 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. September 26th, birthday celebrations are bake it, bring it, cover it. Please bring your own baked potato, then bring fixings to cover and share with others. The potato bar will be located in the back of the library. Plates and plasticware will be supplied. Okay, this is for teacher appreciation? That's what they think is, huh? We appreciate you. Bring your own food, please, and we'll give you a fork. Hell yeah. Vacuum robot draws on floor. Oh, what did he pick up?
No.
That's great. Well, hey, look, the vacuum didn't know any better. How in the hell would the vacuum possibly...
You see what it drew, right? It drew the side profile of like a busty woman.
Understand what it was doing. It's a robot. Whoever put the marker on the floor is whose fault this is. The rules and regulations on this restaurant menu. If you encounter an issue with the perceived quality of your meal, please advise us immediately so we can take an appropriate action. Oh, that is the lamest corporate legal speak I've ever seen for, hey, if your food's not up to par to you, just let us know so we can make it right. The perceived quality of your meal. Oh, you're wrong. In this situation, the customer's always wrong. You can give me a frickin' brick and I'm in the wrong here. Okay, all sales are final. Credit cards are accepted on approval of management. Menu items determined to be defective by management will be replaced and or refunded at the option of management. Separate checks are possible. Please advise the server before placing your order. Expect a service charge for sepatate checks.
Okay,
Sepatate.
Fuck you for that.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
I was on board for a minute because I was like, well, this is literally like, there are people who do scams by going to sit-down restaurants.
Yeah.
They order food, they take like a bite of it, and then they say there's something wrong with it, and they send it back. And they do that until the management of the restaurant apologizes and gives them their meal for free, basically.
Yes.
And they're purposefully misordering and then changing what they said each time so that they can keep complaining about it. And so, I mean, I would totally understand if someone had a sign that's like, if you try to do this, we will tell you to go fuck yourself and ask you to leave. But separate checks...
Having a surcharge?
A service charge on separate checks? Like, no. Go fuck
That's
yourself.
stupid. Also, I would respect them more... Here's the thing I would say. Be like, yeah, here's the thing. I would respect your... I would be... If they're being that way, I'd be passive-aggressive back. It's like, you know, I would respect your establishment better, you know, if y'all could fucking spell. But anyway, yeah, I'll have the crab rangoon and the go fuck yourself off the and a heap and helping to go fuck yourself.
Our servers have been carefully trained to ensure that your meal is successful. Okay. Please follow their directions and advice when ordering. The kitchen will not compromise any dish by capricious modification. The entire restaurant is available for parties on Sundays and Mondays. Private luncheons may be had 7 days a week. Every seated guest is expected to order an entree-priced item. An upcharge of $27 per person will be added if an entree is split.
Fuck you!
Okay. Appetizers are priced to accompany an entree. Single appetizers ordered as a main course will be priced $16 higher and include a complimentary house salad, bread service, and unlimited accommodations.
If this was the case, I would take full advantage of those unlimited accommodations. I would just keep bugging the server, excuse me, can you go get the manager, please? Yeah, and be telling the manager, like, yeah, I want more butter on my plate. It's like, well, didn't you tell the server? No, I'm telling you because I want you to do it. It says unlimited accommodations, so unlimited accommodations means you must accommodate me. So, yeah. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
This is clearly a, ridiculously overpriced, fancy-ass restaurant.
Watch this be like the Inn at Washington, D.C., which is like the closest 3 Michelin star restaurant to where we live.
Okay. Mandated government warning. According to the Florida Department of Business Regulation, Division of Hotels and Restaurants, eating undercooked food... Okay, we know that. Let's see. All items on this menu contain fresh, previously unprocessed food ingredients. Okay, cool. I will say that is lame as hell. I mean, look, some restaurants have a butt ton of rules, for sure. You know, I'd like to go to one of them someday, one where you have to dress really specifically nice, so on and so forth. This restaurant doesn't seem like one of those at all, and them mandating that you will spend a specific amount of money while you are here. And if you share your food, we'll charge you $30 more. Okay, yeah, it seems like a really fun, awesome place to go. Very cool ruler. Thank you. Oh, shatterproof. Well, it didn't
It didn't shatter, but it did break.
It didn't shatter. So they've
Shatterproof,
got you beat there.
not
I have to admit, they got you. Because it just broke into 2 pieces. I don't know if that constitutes shattering, but hey, it says 100% satisfaction guarantee, so get your money back. My job won't allow me to sit down at my desk, even though there's a chair that I'm also not allowed to move. Ah, that's interesting.
That makes no sense.
I remember when I worked at a UPS store when I first moved to Colorado Springs. The guy that owned the place isn't great. He's actually just a really, really bad, rude, incredibly shitty person. Whatever, haven't spoken to him in years and never will again. But I remember one time he was so against us sitting down when there was nothing to do because the store saw 4 customers a day, as if that was our fault. He gave me a call one day and said, I need you to take the chairs and stools that I have in there and throw them away. Throw away the chairs and stools. You're not allowed to sit down at all. Mind you, I was open to close by myself 5-6 days a week with this asshole. Did I listen? No. Screw you, you psychopath. People should be allowed to sit down when they go do something for 8 to 12 plus hours. They should be allowed to do that. Hell, they should be allowed to do that if they're showing up for 10 minutes. I don't care. That's ridiculous. The flower delivery company called my wife about the flowers that were supposed to be a surprise. Hi, I'm delivering flowers. Someone wanted me to call this number when I was on my way. I called the other number and the person was surprised and thought I had the wrong number. But anyway, I'm calling this one now, and I should be at the house for Katie with flowers by 1 o'clock. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thank you for ruining the surprise. Dickhead.
So you're supposed to call this number, and you called the other number. You were told, or this person, wow, okay, so you were told to do one thing and you just didn't do that. Well,
yeah.
My mom and I, 30 years ago, petting a tiger at a furniture store. A furniture store. Was that American Furniture Warehouse? Hold on a second.
Dude!
Let me see here. Okay, American Furniture Warehouse. The reason I ask is because the dude that owns this company, if you ever see like a delivery truck for this
that's
place,
right.
in
I've seen
Colorado,
those.
It's the scariest.
I've seen like the tiger on the side of those. I was like, whoa.
looking man with a tiger. That's gotta be it, right? TikTok notification made to look like a text message. Wow, that's incredibly lame. I just walked in the door, $20 down the drain. Ah, Dude, I'm so sorry, man. No, that's the sort of thing that actually upsets me. Never before have I had my heart broken so much as a kid as when I walked back through the door after, like, I don't know, going to the convenience store for my mom, bringing home stuff, and then I just drop it and ruin it all. You know, it just, like, one of the most depressingly sad memories I had. It just felt like such a big failure moment for me growing up. And whenever this does happen, because it does happen every now and then, that right there is an instantaneous day-ruining event. I mean, for me, I'm sure it sucks for you, but for me, that right there is a I'm just going back to bed moment, straight up. No joke, sir.
I'm always stupidly careful about how I carry stuff in and hold on to stuff just because I know I'm clumsy with shit like that. And, like, I have, like, a fear of, like, bringing home, like, a pizza or something and just, you know, having, like, the box sag thing where it just slides out and falls cheese side down on the pavement or whatever. You know?
Yeah. Oh. Damn. Well, that was mildly infuriating. It was. Not gonna lie. So, I don't know what else to say about this except for... Ugh. It's really all I can bring myself to say because some of this stuff was just like... Ugh. Anyway. I don't have anything else to add to this. So, I guess that's gonna do it. So, that was r/mildly infuriating. No! By MK.
The no, actually, I would say goes best with the last picture. No!
No!
After you drop your fruit platter on the floor.
Or basically when you find out that James Earl Jones just passed away. No! What? That's how I was. Except it was a lot more labored and painful.
Yeah, I was gonna say he deserves more respect than that, though.
I know. Yeah, rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Man lived to be like 93, so he lived a long ass time. Anyway, so I think that's gonna do it. Till next time, everyone, I am Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all be good people. Take care. Peace.